last video, we have learned about sentences, clauses, phrases and words and how these all are related together. I have also given a brief description about all the parts of speech. Starting from this video, we are going to learn the parts of speech in great detail. In this video, we will learn about nouns, the different types of nouns and their properties. First, we will learn about nouns. Noun is basically a naming word or a name. To describe it, we can say word names that we use to identify people, places, animals, ideas or emotions are called nouns. Some examples of nouns are birds, boys, girls, etc. Next, we are going to learn about the types of nouns. First we will start with common nouns, then go along with proper nouns, then go to concrete nouns, abstract nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, and finally collective nouns. Next, we are going to learn about common nouns first. Common nouns are names of common or general things we see in everyday in our life. They do not have a specific name. We use the same name for all the specific kind of things. So we can say that this is just a common name of the thing, not the actual name. We can say table, but we do not know which table it is. We say lion, but we do not know which type of lion it is. We say doctor, but we do not know the doctor's name or which type of doctor he or she is. Next, we are going to learn about proper nouns. Proper nouns are the name of a particular person, place or thing. Which means this is the exact opposite of common nouns. There is one important rule to be followed while using proper nouns. The first letter should always be capital. Some examples of proper nouns are diya, Delhi, onion, etc. Next, we are going to learn about concrete nouns. Concrete nouns are names of things that can be seen, touched and also felt. Example, rock. When you see a rock, what is your immediate reaction? You do not care about it and play. But when you are hit with a rock, the rock hurts you almost. Next, we see salt. Salt can be seen and also touched. Sugar, same goes for the sugar. Next, we have abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are names of ideas, thoughts, feelings or vague things that cannot be seen or touched, which means abstract nouns are the exact opposite of concrete nouns. Some examples of abstract nouns are peace, beauty, anger and also happiness. Next, we are going to learn about countable nouns. Common nouns can be divided into two parts, countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are the nouns which can be counted in a short period of time. We say counted, but it should be in a short period of time. They can be singular and plural, such as boxes, balls, etc. Next, we have uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are the nouns which cannot be counted in a short period of time. I mean, the grains of the rice cannot be counted in such a short period of time, like 15 or 20 minutes. We need hours and hours. Imagine if you were given a sack full of boxes. You can count them easily, but imagine you were given a sack full of grains of rice. You cannot count them so easily. So this comes under uncountable nouns. This means countable and uncountable are both opposites. Next, we have one special kind of noun, that is collective noun. The nouns we have seen before are opposites of each other, but this noun is special. It does not have anything like that. Collective nouns are names given to a group or collection of things, animals, people or material. It is used to denote a large number of the same things being together, which means when there is many ships on the ports, we can use a fleet of ships, which means this word fleet is specifically used for ships. When there are many girls in the classroom, we use a bevy of girls, which means the word bevy is specifically used for girls. When we have many musicians, we say a troupe of musicians. This means one collective noun is special for another common noun. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you.